I welcome all the participants for this wonderful program called Spare a Minute to Learn It, the Sure Way to Win It. Now this program is basically designed to help the students and make learning process an enjoyable process. Now your CET exams are fast approaching. Now how to prepare for CET exams? Is there any exclusive method so that studying and preparation for CET becomes easy, loving and enjoyable? This program is designed for the student to understand the concepts easily with a different set of platform, and learning should happen within a minute, because in the CET exam you have been given just 1 minute to answer. You can't be taking long time to answer the questions. So this will trigger your time factor, make you understand what the concept is, and since you participate in this program, you feel that this is totally entirely different, not only for you and all the students who view this program. So I welcome all of you to once again for this wonderful program, for all the participants and also the viewers of this program. Spare a minute to learn it, the sure way to win it. Okay. See, we will be getting a lot of opportunities in our life. Students especially, they think that, oh, I am not getting good marks, I am not able to understand this concept, or he is good, she is good, but I am not good. I am not getting any opportunities like that. But God gives a lot of opportunities. We have to be careful in tapping those opportunities to become lucky enough. What is luck? Luck is nothing but that meeting point of your alertness and all the opportunities that passes by. I repeat this definition once again. If you can understand this definition, that's like, superb. Luck is nothing but that meeting point of your alertness and all the opportunities passing by. See, this platform is an opportunity both for the participants and also for the viewers. They are going to learn things in a different way. Okay, now this reminds me to tell you a small story. See, in long time back in a village, there was an old man, and the village got floods from all directions. So all the villagers started vacating the village. So all the people came to this old man and said, you please come with us, we will save you. But this man said, no, you all go, God is there, he will come and save me. So all the villagers left. The water level started increasing, and all the roads leading to the village got immersed in water excepting one road through which a jeep came, and the jeep fellow said, you come and sit in my jeep, sir, I will save you. This old man said, you go, God is there, he will come and save me. And even that road also merged in water. Now the water level started increasing. He went to the first floor of the building, and there comes a boat. And the boat fellow says, you come and sit in my boat, I will save you. But this old man said, no, you go, God is there, he will come and save me. Now the water level started increasing. Now he went to the top, terrace of the building, and there came a helicopter to save him. But that fellow again said to the helicopter person, you go, God is there, he will come and save me. And water level increased, and he was drowned in the water, and he was killed. After his death, he goes to the kingdom of God. Now he is a bit upset with the God because he thought that God would come and save him, but God didn't come. Now he asks the God, God, I had so much of confidence and belief that you would come and save me. You didn't come. For that, God says, how do you think so? It is me who sent those people, that jeep, that boat, that helicopter. I gave you a lot of opportunities for you to get saved. You didn't realize the opportunities that I gave to you, so you are unlucky. If you had just tapped one of the channels that I had sent for your saving life, you would have become lucky. This is exactly what happens even in students' life. We keep getting a lot of opportunities. Unfortunately, we don't tap these kind of opportunities to become lucky. Anyway, Bangalore Institute of Coaching has now started a unique program called Spare a Minute to Learn It, the Sure Way to Win It. With this much of introduction and confidence, courage and enthusiasm, now let's start the program. And before I start the program, I want the participants to introduce yourself. Let's start from here. You can sit and talk.
I'm Impana. I'm studying in Vijaya Composite. My combination is PCMB. I stay in Jayanagar, Nandla.
Okay, that's good. Welcome, Impana. I wish you all the best.
I am Roshni, studying in Vijaya Composite PU College. My combination is PCMC. I stay in JP Nagar 7th phase, Bangalore.
Welcome, Roshni. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
My name is Syed Alim. I am from the National College, the National PU College. My combination is PCMB, and I stay near Lalbagh, Bangalore.
Welcome, Syed. I wish you all the best.
Thanks.
Okay, now let's see the rules of this program before we start the actual quiz session called Spare a Minute to Learn It, a Sure Way to Win It. Okay, there are 4 rounds. Basically, round 1 is called synopsis round. The first round is called the synopsis round. The participant can answer as many questions as possible quickly in 1 minute time. Every correct answer carries 5 marks. So if you don't know the answer to any particular question, don't hang on. Just say next. I'll go to the next question. Our intention is to see that you answer maximum number of questions in 1 minute. 1 minute is not a small time. A lot of things can happen in a minute. Round number 2, it's called premium round. The second round is called the premium round, consisting of 6 questions. Each participant has to answer 2 questions each within 1 minute. If the participant does not know the answer, the participant can pass that question, and the chance to answer the past question will be given to that participant who presses the buzzer first. 10 marks will be awarded to every direct right answer, and 5 marks will be given if the answer is correct for the past question. So if you don't know the answer, you can just pass it on to your friends, and whoever presses the buzzer first will get the answer to answer that particular question. The third round is quick memory round, and here in this round there will be 2 questions. Any participant who presses the buzzer first will be given the chance to answer. So this is a common question for all the 3 participants. Whoever knows the answer will press the buzzer first and answer the question. In case if you press the buzzer and don't answer, 2 marks will be deducted, and no marks will be deducted even if you give a wrong answer also. So with this much of rules and regulation, let's start the first round. The first round of Spare a Minute to Learn It, a Sure Way to Win It. Okay, now we will start the synopsis round. Now this set of questions will go to Impana. Okay, time starts now. Who discovered electron?
J.J. Thomson.
What is the electric charge on an atom?
Newton.
Who proposed the first model of an atom?
J.J. Thomson.
Thomson model is also known as.
Pudding model.
Give any one difference between Thomson's model and Rutherford's atomic model.
Thomson's model is known as a plum pudding model, and Rutherford's model is also known as a planetary model.
In which model atoms become unstable?
J.J. Thomson's model.
What is stationary orbit?
According to Bohr, all the electrons revolve around a circular orbit without emitting any radiations, thus are known as stationary orbits.
Give the relation between radius and the principal quantum number of an atom. Now anyway, your time has stopped. Okay. Now you gave one wrong answer. You said which model is stable. You said J.J. Thomson. No, it is Rutherford's model. It's not stable. Okay. Yeah. Fine. The next set of questions will now go to Roshni. Shall we start? Okay. Your time starts now. What is the relation between the energy of an electron and the principal quantum number?
Energy is proportional to 1 minus 1 by n square.
Good. Correct. What is excited state of an atom? Next question. What is the wave number of spectral line? Or you can also now define what is meant by wave number.
number of waves passing
In a medium, per unit length of the medium. Okay. What is the value of Rydberg constant?
1.097 into 10 to the power 7 meter inverse.
What is meant by Bohr radius? Next. Okay, what is the value of Bohr radius?
0.53 angstroms.
Yes. Okay, your time has stopped now. Now, the next set of questions to Syed. Where does Lyman series lie?
Lyman series lies in ultraviolet region.
Okay. Where does Balmer series lie?
Visible region.
Very good. What is the cause for the line spectrum of hydrogen?
It lies in between both visible region and UV region.
Okay. Define impact parameter.
Impact parameter is that the perpendicular distance between the initial velocity vector to the center of the nucleus.
What is the scattering angle for impact parameter?
180 degree.
Okay. Can you give one significance of impact parameter?
It is helpful for knowing the radius of that impact, that radius of that scattered light wavelength.
Can you define the distance of closest approach?
It is the minimum distance up to which the alpha particle gets energetic to the positively charged and to the positively charged to the nucleus.
Very good. Almost all questions you have answered correctly, and all the three participants, gave your best performance. Every one of you have answered almost all questions correctly. So this is all the things that we study in this lesson. So almost all the questions are covered. And now I have finished the first round, that is the synopsis round. Now we'll go to the second round. The first question to Impana. The energy E of a hydrogen atom with principal quantum number n is given by E equals 13.6 divided by n square electron volt. The energy of a photon ejected when the electron jumps from n is equal to 3 state to n is equal to 2 state of hydrogen is approximately, the options are 1.5 electron volts, 0.85 electron volts, 3.5 electron volts and 1.9 electron volts. N is the number of orbit which is also called as the principal quantum number, and E is 13.6 by n square. Okay, your time starts now.
One point
1.5
electrons. Option A.
Option A. Any one of you would like to try?
Option A, 1.5.
Option A, 1.5. Okay, still 17 seconds are there. 14 seconds.
1.9 electron volts.
1.9
electron volts.
electron volts. Okay, so now let's see the correct answer. Answer is 1.9 electron volts. It is not option A, it is option D, 1.9 electron volts. Now how do we arrive at this 1.9 electron volts? Or how do you say that it is 1.9? For that, I would request you to go to the last round called as Quiz Masters round, where the Quiz Master will work out and explain how this answer is. So, without that Quiz Masters round, learning will not be complete. So, I request all the viewers to just go through the Quiz Masters round in order to find out the actual answer, how, with more of explanation. Okay, anyway, this question was asked to Impana, but she didn't answer, and Syed answered it. So it's treated as a transfer from Impana to Syed, and Syed gave the right answer. So he is getting 5 marks. Okay, the next question to Impana again. When the electron jumps from the orbit n is equal to 2 to n is equal to 4, then the wavelength of the radiations absorbed will be 16 by 3r, 16 by 5r, 5r by 16, 3r by 16. R is the Rydberg constant, and here the transition is happening from n is equal to 2 to n is equal to 4. Your time starts now. If you have finished, press the
Option D, 3R by 16.
3r by 16. Roshni gave the answer. D is the answer. 3r by 16. Now, okay, now time elapsed. Now let's look at the right answer. Time done. Let's look at the right answer. And the right answer is 16 by 3r. 16 by 3r. I know what mistake you would have done. It is 1 by lambda. We have asked for lambda. You did not take the reciprocal. These are the type of mistakes that we do in CET. And in fact, this wrong answer what we gave is also an option. So what our mind thinks, oh, that could be the right answer. Right? Okay. So no marks to anybody. Slight miss, Roshni's. Okay. Next question. Now the next two questions are for Roshni. The change in the angular momentum of an electron when it jumps from 4th orbit to 5th orbit in hydrogen atom is h by 2 pi, h by pi, 2h by pi and 0. You know that the angular momentum of an electron changes as it transits from one orbit to another orbit. And here the transition is happening from 4th orbit to 5th orbit. So, what is the change in the angular momentum? This problem is totally based on Bohr's postulates. Okay?
Option
Please.
All are not supposed to talk. This question is meant for Roshni only. Now the time is running up to 52 seconds. If others are ready with the answer, keep it. If Roshni does not give the answer within 1 minute, then whoever presses the buzzer can answer this question.
Option B.
Option
H by pi.
H by
Pi.
pi. If any of you would like to try, yes.
H by 2 pi. Option A.
Option A, h by 2 pi. Okay. Now we will look at the right answer. Okay. H by 2 pi is the right answer. Okay. That's all. It's a very simple problem. MVR is equal to NH by 2 pi. Here it is happening from 4 to 5. And in fact, for detailed explanation, I would request you to look into Quizmaster's session. So, this question was meant for Roshni, but she answered, Impana answered, so Impana will get 5 marks now. Okay? Yeah. Now we'll go to the next question, again to Roshni. The first excitation potential of an atom is 3 volts. The maximum wavelength emitted by the atom is, here you should know what is meant by first excitation potential. The first excitation potential of an atom is 3 volts. The maximum wavelength emitted by the atom is 41.4 Armstrong, 2070 Armstrong, 4140 Armstrong, 20.70 Armstrong. Your time starts now.
Option C. 4140 angstroms.
Okay. Now still there is some more time. Either of you can try. Yes? Option B.
Option B, sir.
Option B. But since she has already told B, and if B happens to be the right answer, 5 marks will go to her because she pressed the buzzer first. Your answer is also considered, but marks wise, she will get the answer. Now let's look into the right answer. 4140. What is the answer given by Roshni? So she gets the full marks. The answer is 4140. Now to know how we arrive at 4140, I request the viewers to refer to Quizmaster's session, Quizmaster's round. That's good. So Roshni gets full 10 marks now. So all the 2 questions for Roshni's are over. Now the next 2 questions are meant for Syed. If Syed doesn't answer, you too can take a chance to get 5 marks at least. Right? Okay. Yes. We'll go to the question. I'll read the question. In a Bohr atom, the electron is replaced by a particle of mass 150 times the mass of the electron. Let's understand the problem. You know, in an atom, there will be electron. Now what we have done, we have taken that electron and we have replaced by some particle of mass 150 times the mass of the actual electron. And of course, the same charge. We have not done anything to the charge. Only mass is increased by 150 times. If A0 is the radius of the Bohr orbit, if A0 is the radius of the Bohr orbit, of the orbital atom, then that of the new atom, the new atom is the one where we have replaced electron by 150 times the mass with same charge. Then that of the new atom, the radius of the new atom will be A, 150 times A0, B, root 150 times A0, C, A0 by root 150, D, A0 by 150. Who gave the answer?
It was
No, this is meant for Syed. After Syed passes, then you can give the answer. Okay. There is now around 30 seconds time left over for Syed to answer. Yes?
B, sir.
Answer B, root of 150 A0. Okay. Now Roshni has already pressed the buzzer. You can give the answer.
Option D, A0 by 150.
A0 by 150. Yes. You can also try. Option C. Okay. Now let us look into the answer to this question. The answer to this question is A0 by 150. And Roshni gave this answer. And therefore Roshni will get 5 marks from this question. Okay. Now the next question, the last question in this premium round. The last question. Let nu1 be the frequency of the series limit of the Lyman series, nu2 be the frequency of the first line of Lyman series, and nu3 be the frequency of the series limit of the Balmer series. Then the relation between them is option A, nu1 minus nu2 is nu3, nu2 minus nu1 equals nu3, nu3 equals half times of nu1 plus nu2, D, nu1 plus nu2 equals nu3. Now your time starts. It has already started.
Sir, option D. Sir, option D.
Option D. Option A. Okay. So we can now directly go to the answer because first participant and the second participant have already answered. We'll go to the answer. Answer is nu1 minus nu2 equals nu3. What is the option you gave? A. Okay. So she gets 5 marks in this round. Anyway, you have completed all the 6 questions and we'll go to the quick memory round. In this round, anybody can answer. Whoever presses the buzzer first will get the full marks, 10 marks for each question. Here there is no 5 marks sharing business. Okay, whoever presses the business, even if the answer is wrong, no negative correction. But if you press the buzzer, you have to give some answer, otherwise 2 marks will be deducted. Okay, now the first ionization energy of the hydrogen atom is 13. Even before I read the question, all the 3 have pressed the buzzer.
Sir,
Yeah, she pressed the, who pressed the buzzer first?
First, second.
First, second, third. Okay,
option
let's.
C, 54.4 electron volt.
Option D,
Option D.
108.8.
Option B.
Option B, 13.6 electron volts. Okay. So you are saying that hydrogen and helium will have the same ionization energy if option B is the answer according to you. Okay, now let's check the answer. 54.4 electron volts is the right answer, which was answered by Roshni first time. So Roshni is getting, and she pressed the buzzer first, so she is going to get full 10 marks. Okay, now the next question. Angular momentum of an electron in hydrogen atom is 3h by 2 pi. H is the Planck's constant. The kinetic energy of this electron is 4.35 electron volt, 1.51 electron volt, 3.4 electron volt, 6.8 electron volt. The angular momentum is given in the hydrogen atom. Angular momentum is 3h by 2 pi. And you need to find the kinetic energy of the electron, which has an angular momentum of 3h by 2 pi.
Option B, 1.51 electron volt.
Option B, 1.51 electron volt. Okay. Anyway, let's check the answer now. Now we shall see the answer. Yes, the answer is correct. 1.51 electron volt is the answer. Now, how do we arrive at this 1.51 electron volts? I would request the viewers to just get into, please go to Quizmaster's round to know how the answer is, how we arrive at this answer. Okay, that's good. Congratulations to Roshni, who has done wonderful performance in today's program.
Thank you, sir.
And I would like to appreciate her efforts with in the form of a small medal. And I really appreciate her, the efforts that she has put for this wonderful program. Spare a minute to learn it and to win it. And I would expect all the participants to put your best performance and in the upcoming programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Now I would request Roshni to just share your feelings. How do you feel about this program? How do you feel? And when you got this medal and the efforts that you have put, what are all the feelings that you have right now?
Well, I was very much excited about this quiz competition. I was very much excited. I was not so much prepared for this, but I tried my level best to answer all the questions I had got. I really thank my ma'am and sir for giving me such an opportunity. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Good. Congratulations to Impana, who has participated in this wonderful program for today's. And I would like to now take what is her feeling and her feedback also.
This program is very interesting, like we prepared. First, honestly speaking, I didn't open this CET physics book. When ma'am said you are also the participant, then I opened and started preparing. This helps us to prepare and I'll definitely say that in upcoming quiz competitions, I'll be one of the top.
Wonderful. I really appreciate her confidence. That's good. Wish you good luck. Congratulations, Syed, in participating for this program, and I wish you good luck. Now tell me, how do you feel right now in this program of Spare a Minute to Learn It?
It was very great experience, in coming and attending this program. It was a great help for answering all the CET competitive level questions, which will help me to score more in coming future exams. So it was a very good experience for me, and also for my teachers who gave me so much type of opportunity to attend this program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Syed. Thank you. Wish you good luck. Once again, we'll meet in the next program. Spare a minute to learn it. A sure way to win it. Thank you very much.